New York will launch the Green New Deal to make New York's electricity 100% carbon neutral by 2040 and ultimately eliminate the state's entire carbon footprint.
We got the sunshine. We don't need fuel plants. We don't need pipelines. We got the sunshine.
Our Green New Deal is the real deal. To deny climate change is to deny reality. And climate change is an undeniable scientific fact, period. All credible scientists agree.
Climate change denial is threatening our planet, destroying our politics, and driving us crazy.
Climate change is having effects on everyday people every day. And so we cannot afford another Hurricane Sandy.
Extreme weather is a reality. It is obvious across the globe. It is obvious to anyone with a television set. The consequences of our denial and delay are a matter of life and death.
I'm not going to divert off into telling you yet again how dire the situation is, but it is. And by the way, it's getting worse.
We're here because we need renewable energy. It is time that our communities, our families be kept safe.
Cries for a new green movement are hollow political rhetoric if not combined with specific aggressive goals and a realistic plan on how to achieve them.
We don't need pipe, like you mean it. We got the good vibes. We got the sunshine. We don't need fuel plants. We don't need pipelines. Hey, we got the good vibes. That's right. We got the sunshine. We don't need fuel plants. We don't need pipelines. Do it one more time.
Fossil fuels represent major industries in this country. And because change is hard and change causes disruption, and the political system abhors disruption. New York must be the most progressive state in the nation, moving to renewables. There is real economic growth potential. The law requires that 70% of our electricity comes from renewables by 2030. We know what we must do. Now we have to have the vision, the courage, and the competence to do it.
Shut it down! We don't get it! Shut it down! Shut it down!
It is obvious to anyone with a television set. We are also repowering and converting or closing the existing coal plants. Closing the existing coal plants.
America off of fossil fuels and onto a clean, renewable energy revolution.
That's right.
Which commits New York State to a global effort to keep the Earth's average temperature from rising 2 degrees Celsius from the pre-industrial level benchmark. From the pre-industrial level benchmark. You're talking about oil companies. You're talking about coal companies. You're talking about big utility companies. You are talking about billion-dollar industries that are highly sophisticated, and you're saying to them basically, I want to put you out of business. And they're basically saying, over my dead body, right? That is the backdrop to all of this. because any of the solutions to climate change are going to have a serious, serious impact on the current energy industry. The New York State Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act requires that we achieve a cleaner, greener, carbon-neutral economy. In a few minutes, I will sign the most aggressive climate law in the United States of America. To make the transformation necessitated by climate change. Well, why should we do it in New York? Because we're New Yorkers, that's why.